All right, real quick. Wanted to throw this video together. So, the deal I got going out in Charles City with the ex-Oliver employees finally got a date set. It's going to be the end of this month. I'm going to go out there going to leave on a Friday. I ended up taking the day off of work, so I'll leave Friday morning. I hope to be able to hit the museum Friday. I should be able to make it out there in time because it's from here to the town I've actually got to go to, which is just a little bit. I guess it'd be northwest of Charles City. Is about 6.5 hours, and it looks like it's about 15 to 20 minutes north of Charles, or away from Charles City yet. So, but from here to Charles City is roughly 6 hours, so I should be able to, if I left here at a decent time in the morning, should be able to get there in time, make it to the Floyd County Museum, where they have all the manuals and they have XO 121 and the corporate tractor prototype that they've been trying to recreate. So I hope to get there Friday and see that, and then Friday afternoon make it up to where I'm actually going. And then Saturday we'll meet with the guys. And then we might do something Sunday, but Sunday's going to be completely weather dependent, so I'm not going to get anybody's hopes up for that, so that'll be a surprise if it ends up happening. This didn't exactly turn out as well as I had planned. I initially had another guy that does YouTube stuff, a fairly large channel, but he ended up having some family health issues that he had to resolve, among other things that he had going on in life, so he couldn't help me out like he initially wanted to. And then I had a friend that I thought was going to be lined up to do it, and he had checked his schedule, and he's got a doctor's appointment that he's been waiting months to get into, so he can't cancel it, so he's out. So basically it's back down to just me again. So if I got enough stuff. I ordered like external, like you can set on the table mics and stuff. I got enough stuff to take both my Hero 7 and my Hero 11 to record with, so I got enough stuff for 2 people to run cameras. I just keep losing my second person. What it might come down to, if I can't find somebody else to go with me between now and, because I basically got 2 weekends now, might come down to teaching Shelly how to run the camera, and she'll run the other one. So it sounds like she's going out with us regardless of if it's just me and her, or if I can get another person to go. I'm keep trying to talk Dad into going, but I don't know if he's going to go or not. So that's where we're at. I initially was getting kind of skeptical as to whether or not I was going to be able to make it happen this spring or not, because projects kept getting drug out because I couldn't get stuff or was waiting on stuff. And now I finally feel like I'm getting on top of it, and I actually feel like I'm a little ahead of the game now. But I was hoping, because of the other guy that does YouTube stuff that was going to help me out, I was hoping that we could push it back to late November, December time frame, to give him time to get prepared and get his situation sorted out. And basically, since I started talking with the gentleman that got the whole ball rolling on this to begin with, there has been a couple other Oliver employees that have passed kind of out of the blue unexpectedly, and it got to the point where it's like, okay, whether or not this is done the way I initially expected it to, or the way I would have liked it to go in my head or not, we got to get something done, hopefully, now. So we finally got a date set. I got 3 days carved out of the schedule to make this happen. It's like I say, it's not, when this whole thing kind of started to snowball, I got this real big idea in my head of how I wanted it to be, and time and scheduling conflicts, trying to get other people lined up, is just not allowing it to turn out like I wanted it to be. So I'm going to do the best I can with it, and basically there ain't gonna be, there ain't gonna be a whole lot of fancy editing to it, because basically is with the health issues and stuff that these guys are starting to experience that they're getting up there in years. I want to get this stuff up or recorded, done, and posted kind of in the most timely fashion that I can, so that if they want to see it, they can see it, and they can see the comments and the support and stuff while they're still around to see it. There's not gonna, I had people on the last video saying all these, there could be like 16 to 18 month post-production and yada yada. This ain't gonna be no Discovery Channel quality documentary. It's gonna be a bunch of guys sitting around shooting the shit about their time at the plant. As much as I would like it to be like documentary quality, and while they're talking you go through and you show factory photos and whatnot, and I want to get it done, like I say, as timely as I can, so that they can see it while they're still around to see it. That being said, I kind of mentioned to the gentleman that, and we'll meet him when the time comes. Right now I'm keeping his name out of it to protect the innocent, but when the time comes you'll finally meet him. I told him if this works out and if everybody stays in decent health, and this is kind of the pre-game and get our feet under us and figure out exactly what we're doing, hopefully next year, if there's enough, and I'm going to ask the question while I'm out there, if there's enough guys interested in doing it again, hopefully next year we can be better prepared and I can have people lined up to help, and we could probably do it a little bit earlier or a little bit sooner after Christmas, New Year's time frame, so that I'm not getting this close to spring and getting it in my head that oh crap, we're 6 weeks away from starting the plant, theoretically. So I'd like to think, I hope that there's enough guys interested that we can do this again next year and do a better job of it. And like I say, this will be getting our feet under us and figuring out what works and what doesn't and whatnot like that. So, yeah, I think that's everything I needed to say as far as that goes. He contacted a newspaper out there, and there's a possibility that there'll actually be like a newspaper reporter there with us, because I guess it kind of piqued their interest. Yeah, I think that basically gets you up to speed as to where we're at. Like I say, I kept trying to get people involved, and every time I tried to get somebody, and you quickly find out that first off, you get too many chiefs and not enough Indians, and second off, the more people you add, the more scheduling conflicts you get, and it makes things a nightmare. Especially when you're trying to work on a crunch time frame. So I really wish I'd have known about this, and it's nothing. Nobody could have. It is what it is. Knowing the way things turned out, I wish I'd have known before the first of the year, so we could have worked it out closer to, like I say. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So basically, now my question for you guys is, if it's a question, basically what I want is because I don't want this to be a question and answer session, because questions or specific questions only get you specific answers and they don't get you stories. I want stories. So basically, I need you guys to do a little brainstorm thing here with me. I want like 3 or 4 very broad conversation starter style questions, just in case I need something, and just in case we need something to be like an icebreaker to get them opened up and talking, and then once they get opened up and talking, it's just their show for the duration of how long they want to talk. So I guess that's what I'm not good at coming up with things like that. I've never been interviewer, interviewee. That's never been my thing. So, like I say, I want you guys to brainstorm like I say, 3 or 4. I'm not looking for a crap ton of questions, because like I say, this is not a question and answer session, but 3 or 4 good, very broad conversation starter questions is what I'm looking for here. So don't be offended if you put a question on and it's not going to get, it doesn't make, it's just, I want something, short list of questions, very short. So I think that's everything I needed to talk about in this video. Just want to make sure. Yeah, I think that'll cover it. So, so that takes care of that. And I guess the last thing I want to mention is it was came up on my radar this morning. A channel called Dirt, Grain, and Steel. I'm guessing that a fair number of you watch him as well as this channel. Apparently his channel earlier this week got hacked, or earlier last week, or whenever it happened, got hacked and taken over by apparently whoever hacked it started turning it into a gaming channel. And he's been playing hell trying to get access back to it and get everything straightened back out and become the owner again. So I guess the main channel, or his original channel, has been losing subscribers and losing all of his stats have been getting all screwed up, which is not fun because bouncing back from that is terrible. So he has started a second channel to keep everybody updated on what's been going on there. It's called The Real Dirt, Grain, and Steel. So if you do watch his channel and you haven't learned of what's going on yet, go find his second channel that he put up to keep everybody posted, and just make sure that he stays supported, because especially knowing how his channel has grown and having him have to look at it from the outside and watch his subscriber count plummeting and whatnot, with being powerless to stop it, it just, if nobody's there to support him on the second channel, all of a sudden it turns into, well, what am I fighting for? So go find his other channel and make sure that you know, or make sure that he knows that you've understood what's going on, and you'll be back. So I wanted to mention that too, because that's a pretty shitty thing to happen to a guy. So anyhow, I think that was all I needed to cover in this video. So got the injection pump back for the 55 yesterday, so that's going to be tomorrow's project. So with that being said, that's it for this one. We'll catch you guys on the next one.